What's up, everybody? This is your girl CC with Where It Begins Magazine, and I have a special guest on the line with me today. I'm gonna let him introduce himself or who he is and what he does.
What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Picasso V here. I'm from Broward County, Hollywood, Florida, and I'm a music artist.
What's up, Picasso? How are you today?
Good, good. How you doing? How you doing? Thank you for having me.
Oh, yes, thanks for being here. But what made you want to pursue a career in the music industry? How did you get started?
Wow, actually, at first, it was the sports that I thought was going to be a big thing for me. But once I wound up messing that up, I had a couple of scholarships. I wound up messing that up because I was in the streets, getting in too much trouble. So I think the music started around a time probably when I was in and out of incarceration. And you know what I'm saying? The more opening up, the more I was like rapping for people and showing them my music, everybody was like, yo, you should really take this seriously. So
Oh, wow. Okay. So while we're talking about rappers and rapping, who are your top five of all time? Males and females.
and
Put you on the spot, just five.
yeah, all time. Oof. Man, I have so many of them, but if I had to name top five, not in a particular order, I probably had to say Tupac, Biggie, uh, Eminem, Lil Wayne, Drake. If I had to put five in there.
Okay. Well, you ain't got no female rappers. What about the females rappers?
Man, there's a bunch. Honestly, I want to know what honestly, man, the one that really stood out to me the most, and I started listening to her at a very young age because I had, older siblings, older family members, is Lauryn Hill.
Oh.
So like she's definitely talented. Like, you know what I'm saying? I've always loved her music. But coming up after her, Missy Elliott, another one, Eve, you know what I'm saying? Nicki Minaj, Cardi and all the way through coming into, you know what I'm saying, now's times, but there's a lot of female artists, but you know what I'm saying? So, but those are the ones that I personally like, though.
I got you. But before I go into asking you about your single and your project, who would you think would be a good versus to go head to head with?
Me?
No, just in general. Who would you think
Oh,
would be good? A good versus.
a good versus? Oof, wow. Probably Eminem and Lil Wayne.
Oh,
Probably
okay.
that was a good one that I would like to see.
And who would you go with?
um,
You
oh
know, I
man,
can't ask you that question without saying who you gonna pick the win out of the two.
you know, man, oh that's tough. But if I had to go, I'd probably say Wayne. I'd probably say Lil Wayne.
Okay, okay. Well, let's talk about your single and the motivation behind it.
Do my thing. Actually, that came about, just whether it was in my regular life or my career.
Mm-hmm.
And people were always telling me, "Oh, I think you should do this way. It'll work better. That's not gonna work." And you know what I'm saying? So basically, that's like, I'm gonna do my own thing. I'm gonna do it well. I'm gonna show y'all that, you know what I'm saying? Just believe in yourself and do shit yourself, and you won't have to worry about anybody telling you what to do or what you think is right. Just follow your heart.
Mm. So, what do you think is missing right now in today's music?
You know what? That's a tricky question, but I honestly have to say, and call me crazy, nothing, for the simple fact that,
Mm.
everything has to happen in order for the game to transition and become what it is today, good or bad. You know what I'm saying? Because you got to take the good with the bad. So honestly, I won't really change anything about it because, it won't be what it is today if, you know what I'm saying, if the transition didn't happen. So.
I got you. I got you. I like to ask all the artists this: out of all the music on your new project, what is your favorite song and why did you pick that song? I know it's always a hard question because everybody loves all their music, but just what's your favorite one that kind of stand out to you right now?
If I had to pick one right off the top of my head, would be called Hopeless, because that's a very, very deep and personal track, in the sense that I'm speaking about, my life being incarcerated a little bit and then me transitioning into that coming out and, pursuing my music and chasing my dream. So, you know what I'm saying? That's actually a really deep song. You know what I'm saying? It's about me and my personal life. So.
Well, what has been some of your biggest challenges so far?
Um, ooh, um, I probably had to say against myself, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm my own biggest critic. You know, I'm really hard and tough on myself. I'm always trying to be a perfectionist. So I think that's the hardest thing, you know what I'm saying? Doing something that is really acceptable to me, you know what I'm saying? Something that I'm really proud of, that I really like, you know what I'm saying? Because I put my all in everything I do. So I would, you know what I'm saying? I would say myself, really.
Wow. Okay. So we talked about your challenges. Now tell me about your biggest accomplishment. What has been your biggest accomplishment or maybe an award that you've received?
My biggest accomplishment was being able to have freedom again. You know what I'm saying? Thank the good Lord. I was looking at a lot of time, you know, so right now I shouldn't be talking to you right now, but you know what I'm saying? With the grace of God, I am, and I'm blessed. So that's the first most important thing right there, because without my freedom and without God, I wouldn't be able to do any of this now. So, you know what I'm saying? That's just a true blessing.
Well, you know, that is a blessing, a really, really good thing to be here with me today. That is. But since we're talking about encouragements and blessings and stuff, what has been the best piece of advice you ever received?
Be yourself, you know what I'm saying? And work at your own pace, in the sense that, not saying to slow down, but you know, everybody gets to their destination at a different time. You know what I'm saying? It's not a race, you know, life is not a race. It's, you know, and how you go about it. So, you know, just pace yourself and be yourself. And most importantly, believe in yourself. You know what I'm saying? Because in order for anybody else around you to believe in you, you got to believe in yourself. So
Big facts, big facts. So what are you working on right now? What's some of your goals for 2022?
Right now I'm trying to tie the loose ends on the EP that I should be dropping sometime the beginning of 2022. It's called Sacrificial Lamb. It has a couple more touch-ups to do. But besides that, right now I'm just working on, you know what I'm saying, just pushing a new single, do my thing, and you know what I'm saying, trying to run those numbers up on Spotify right now. So
Okay, and do you have any upcoming events or any shows coming up?
at the moment, no. I just had one back in Texas. I had opened up for Paul Wall and Lil Pookie, Mr. Pookie. So in Dallas, Texas. So that was definitely fun. That was definitely an experience. But right now, at the moment, no upcoming performances.
Okay, okay, all right. Oh yeah, and you got your own brand. I got the shirt on today. Thank you so much.
I appreciate I appreciate
So,
it.
well, let's talk about your brand. I appreciate it too.
Yeah, you know, really that's really a rough draft. You know, we got a couple more things to, you know what I'm saying, to add to it. I was just, you know, we were just trying to put something out there to see, you know what I'm saying, what the feel for it was, how the team liked it, how the people were reacting to it. You know what I'm saying? But we're also working on a couple more things. So, you know what I'm saying, definitely stay tuned to that. Hopefully some more merch as far as, like, you know, hats, sweaters and whatnot like that. So
Okay, all right. Well, congratulations.
thank you.
Definitely that. Look, I got my shirt in my bag. I was like, okay, it came just on time. So I can wear it on the interview today.
I appreciate it.
But
Thank you.
but I like to get a little personal, not too personal. I just like people to know a little bit about yourself. So what's one fun fact about yourself?
Ooh, one fun fact about myself. Probably that I was supposed to be a pro baseball player. Believe it or not, you know, like I said, I had a bunch of scholarships, both in that and football, but my major sport was baseball, and I ended up messing that up. So,
Well, would you go back to think about mentoring anybody in the sports industry since you were so good?
if you know what I'm saying, if the time permits and the opportunity, you know what I'm saying, presents itself, you know what I'm saying, of course, you know, because that'll be me, you know what I'm saying, trying to help somebody maybe not make the same mistakes I did, and maybe take a different path and not have to go through the same bull that I went through. You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm saying, if it means me helping somebody out or me making somebody's life better, that's really truly a blessing, and that's, you know what I'm saying, that's what I'm here for. So
I got you. So out of everywhere in the world, where has been your most memorable place you've been and why?
as far as the music goes, I probably have to say Texas. When I went out and I opened up for, like I said, Paul Wall and Mr. Pookie, I mean, you know, the energy over there, the crowd, like, you know what I'm saying, like everybody was showing me love. Like, it was like, you know what I'm saying? And it was a moment, you know, one of those moments on stage where it's like, wow, like the whole crowd is interacting with you. You know what I'm saying? Moments like that for me is special, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm still in the beginning stages of my career. So, you know what I'm saying? The more I learn, the more I go, the more I see it's like, wow, you know what I'm saying? the more fire I get, the more passion, you know what I'm saying? So definitely it means a lot, you know what I'm saying? The fans show me a lot of love in Texas. So I probably have to say Dallas, Texas.
I got you. I got you. As far as being an artist, what do you think is the three most important things that every artist needs to know? He like, whoo.
There's a lot though. Unfortunately, this game is cutthroat, so there's a lot. But if I had to say, I mean, just top three, not in, you know what I'm saying, not in any order. Definitely believe in yourself.
Okay.
Definitely you got to have, and this should have been number one, probably, you need to have tough skin for this industry. Because you're not only going to get no, you're going to get no on top of their personal opinion and what they think. So you really need to have tough skin to be able to handle that, because not everybody can handle that. And me, I'm still learning from that. But that, and number three would probably have to be read. And read what I mean, everything as far as contracts, what you're signing, whatever endorsement gets, anything. Read what you're signing and what you're getting yourself into.
I agree. But how do you feel like the internet has impacted the world? Like, what are some of the advantages and disadvantages of the internet in today's society?
Money at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? In the sense of, you know, streams is just one click away, one button. As to whereas back in the day, it wasn't no social media. So you had to put a lot of the footwork in and go outside and be like, hey, this is my music, or, you know, pass CDs out of the trunk, and, you know what I'm saying? Shit like that. But now it's just, you know, social media is everything now, you know what I'm saying? Like nowadays they say that you can't blow without it. You know what I'm saying? Regardless on whether you're talented or not, if you don't have the followers, if you don't have the views and the numbers to go behind your music, basically you're dead. You know what I'm saying? So it's crazy, because one click of a button and you can get 1 million streams in like 5-10 minutes. You know what I'm saying? A lot of artists are doing that, so it's crazy.
But that's an advantage. What do you think is a disadvantage of it, though?
A disadvantage would probably have to fall in the same category, in the sense that, you know, because nowadays a lot of people are doing fake followers and fake streams. So a disadvantage at that, if you're playing in that type of ball game, you know what I'm saying, to try to speed the process up, it's going to hit, because where all your streams are going to get cut down. If you were getting paid, they, you know what I'm saying, they put a hold on your accounts and everything's a problem, and now it becomes legal issues. So, you know what I'm saying? Social media can be a good thing, but it can also be a bad thing too. But at the end of the day, the internet always wins. So
Facts. So, for 2022, are you coming out with a new album?
I'm gonna be dropping the EP, like I said, Sacrificial Lamb. We got a couple more things in the works, but, you know what I'm saying, it's not 100% though. You know what I'm saying? Paperwork and all the other stuff has to went through. So, you know, we are working on a couple of other things. But right now, like I said, besides the single Do My Thing, I'm just focused on the last minute touch-ups on the EP. And yeah, that's about it.
Okay, so who would be some people you would love to collaborate with?
Man, I would actually like to collaborate with anybody. You know what I'm saying? Just to get the chance to do something with somebody is a true blessing, because, you know, like I said, nowadays it's like 50-50. You know what I'm saying? You only got one shot, and sometimes you get it, sometimes you don't. So just to get, you know what I'm saying, just to be able to get my foot in the door with any mainstream, you know what I'm saying, artist would be a blessing for me.
Amen to that. I agree with you. I agree. But what makes your music more unique? What makes it stand out than everybody else's?
I would have to say, because each song is different, you know what I'm saying? Different meaning, as, you know, maybe the message that I'm sending, or even the genre, you know what I'm saying, of music that I put out. Just, you know what I'm saying, I hit you with a bunch of different things, you know what I'm saying, versatility. So, you know, a message you might get in one song, you might hear another song, you might get a totally different message, you know what I'm saying? So that was the name behind the whole Picasso beat type thing, because just like Picasso, not all of his paintings were the same. Each one was different. So that's kind of similar to my music, in the sense that, like I said, each song brings a certain message.
Okay. Well, before we go into my little game, what is one message you would like to tell your fans right now?
Man, just thank you. I love each and every one of y'all. Just thank you, you know what I'm saying, for rocking with me from day one, and even the fans that are coming on now. I really appreciate y'all. Thank you, everybody, for streaming my music. All the radio stations and DJs that are playing my music. Shout out my team. First and foremost, thank God. You know what I'm saying? Shout out the Lord first and foremost, you know. But my team, you know what I'm saying, my family that's always been supportive. Shout out to Double Exposure, you know what I'm saying, Mr. Angelo. and Kevin and everybody, Smiley, everybody over there. And like I said, yeah, just thank you to all the DJs and radio stations and fans that have been streaming and playing my music, man. Thank you guys.
Okay, all right. Well, I like to do this game right here at the end. So I'm gonna ask you a couple of questions. It's just a fun fact game. So my first question is, if you could travel to any year in a time machine, what year would you choose and why?
Honestly, you know what? And this is crazy because I actually spoke with somebody about this a while ago during my incarceration. And I would probably have to say the times when Jesus was alive and, walking the earth and doing all these miracles. And, and as bad as it might sound too, because, a lot of messed up things happen, but, just to be able to witness that in person, because, after the fact, the Bible came out and, some people believe it, some people don't. Did it really happen? Not. So that's always been my question as a little kid, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, what happened in those times? So that would have to be my choice.
Okay. Now, the second question is, if you could change places with one person for one day, who would it be and why?
Nobody at all. Because I want to be who I am today, you know what I'm saying? And I'll be able to give you guys and everybody else my story, my testimony and whatnot. You know what I'm saying? I would be speaking through somebody else. You know what I'm saying? So kind of like a transparent thing, which isn't real to me. So, you know what I'm saying? To be here today and give y'all the real me, you know what I'm saying? The real story and the real testimony, and to be able to help somebody is way better than trading places with somebody else.
Amen to that. I like that answer. Okay, so I'm kind of switch that answer since you didn't go with nobody. If you could interview one person, who would you interview and what question would you ask?
Interview, like as far as like somebody famous?
It could be anybody in the whole world. It could be dead or alive, anybody. Who would you interview and what question would you ask them?
Oh man, that is a tough one. Ooh, you got me on that one.
See, you've been answering these questions too fast. I want you to think.
I'll probably have to say, man, like interview wise. Man. Probably I would probably have to go either a Tupac or a Biggie, you know what I'm saying? If I had to anybody, like dead or alive, like to ask them what really happened. Because you know what I'm saying, that was a big thing, and you know what I'm saying, in the culture, like what happened to Tupac and Biggie, you know what I'm saying, that changed hip hop forever, you know what I'm saying? So just off the top of my head, that's who I would probably want to interview.
I got you. So I got one more question.
Okay.
And it is, if you could be a part of a family on any TV show, which family would you choose and why?
On a TV show? On a TV show, a family. Man, that's so hard too. Because there's so many. Yeah, on a TV show now. Man, what am I saying? BMF.
Okay, why did you choose that one?
Man, just because, you know what I'm saying? That was real life. You know what I'm saying? That's a true story. And you know what I'm saying? Things that happen, you know what I'm saying, behind that. So that's, you know what I'm saying, authentic. You know what I'm saying? That's real street stuff. Like they giving it to you blood raw how it really happened. There's really not no script somebody reading off. You know what I'm saying? So just to be a part of that would be crazy.
Okay. Well, before we get off of here, tell everybody where they can follow you.
Man, you guys can follow me on Instagram at I am Picasso V. I'm on Facebook at Picasso V. I'm on all major streaming platforms. Just look me up, Picasso V. My new single, Do My Thing, is out. The video is out on YouTube. Y'all go check that out, run the numbers up. Once again, I appreciate everybody. And thank you for having me. Thank you.
And then I want to say thank you also. And you gained a fan with me. Thank you for my shirt. Where can we go and get your material from? You have a website we can go on, or?
Right now you can go on my website, PicassoV.com. You know what I'm saying? And like literally everything is on there. All my links to everything, you know what I'm saying? My bio, everything's on there. Just type in PicassoV.com. You know what I'm saying? Go check that out.
I got you. Well, I definitely want to say thank you for interviewing with us today. It's been a pleasure. Thanks for being in the magazine. I sure appreciate it. Continue your grind. I love what you do. It was a song that I heard too, and I love it. It was kind of slow. I was like, okay, all right. So I don't
Distant.
know. You played a couple of songs at your listening party, but I said, okay, well, you gained a fan with me. You know, I enjoy your
Thank you so much.
music. And blessings. I wish you nothing but success for 2022 and more. You know, big things are coming your way, so be prepared.
Thank you so much. Same to you, and thank you for having me again. I appreciate it.
Thank you. Have a blessed day and be safe out there.
Thank you.